What's good, YouTube? It's the Couriers, Abon AVB, Prophecy, and I just saw the NFL. I just saw like a clip on YouTube stating that the NFL players have accepted the new CBA. Obviously, it's gonna probably take place. The 17 game schedule is probably gonna take place in next year, not this year. But the most shocking part about it is the players' revenue, how much money they make. They were expected to make 48%, but now it's bumped up to 49.5%. So basically, the NFL players are getting punked. The NFL players are getting robbed. Uh, like I'm not really too fond about it because I don't really follow the NFL no more. But to see people get robbed point blank, you know, it's sad. Like I mean, obviously you got family to feed and stuff like that. And I mean, like I said in my last video, the NFL don't really care about the players. Because they say they do, but they don't. Like why would you bump up the revenue from to 1%? If they're making 58%, why bump it up to 59.5%? Now, if it was 50%, then I would understand. But you just making way less than you were the year before. You know what I'm saying? And then I mean, it's like if I was the NFL Players Association, I would have took a stand. I would have held this out until August. Um, because this shit don't makes no sense. This shit don't makes no sense at all. Like people, these players are people too. Just because they put on your uniform and your jerseys and what I'm saying, your helmets don't make them any different. They're human beings. They have feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't come up with a better solution than 49.5%. Like, come on, man. Like at least the NBA is this is why the NFL can never match um the NBA's how you call that, salary cap. You know what I'm saying? Because of this. The NFL will never form a super team. They can't. I think the last super team was what, the Legion of Boom. So for people that say that, oh, but the NFL can produce super teams too. Yeah, they can, but it's not gonna go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, I mean, this is why the NFL will never make NBA money. You know, this is why the NFL will never have guaranteed contracts. This is why the NFL can never truly connect with their fans, because a lot of fans are disappearing. A lot of fans are going to the XFL. Because I was just looking it up, and roughly 77% of NFL fans have gone to the XFL. You know, not even a great, like you going there to see a whole bunch of nobodies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can recognize the coach. Hey, you was, that such and such that played for the Redskins, or oh, you was that offensive coordinator that you played for the Giants. But you really gonna sit there and you really gonna sit there and say, oh, I know that quarterback. Oh, I know that receiver. Oh, I know that. Yeah, you might know a few. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna know the whole thing. But like I said, you're not there to know anybody. You know what I'm saying? You're just there to, support, support that player, support that team. That's about it. That's the same thing you do in the NFL, but the difference is, mostly. I mean, most of the players in the NFL. I don't even know most of the players in the NFL. I may know most of the players that played 10 years ago, 2004 through 2009. I can probably name like 20 players from that era or from that time period. But now, like I mean, receivers are disappearing. Running backs are not there no more. Quarterbacks are getting hurt left and right. I wouldn't be shocked if Ben Roethlisberger retire next year. I wouldn't be shocked if Drew Brees retires next year because they all can play into their 40s. You know what I'm saying? Like the quarterback has the longest lifespan in the NFL behind the kicker and the offensive line. That's it. Other than that, running backs are replaceable, receivers are replaceable, tight ends are replaceable. Like, but I mean, it's just I don't feel sorry for them because it's just the way the NFL is structured. You know, the NFL is always it's always gonna be about them. As long as they can make money off of you, I mean, why not retire early? Like I kudos, I applaud Rodberg, I applaud Rob Gronkowski, I applaud Andrew Luck. Why? Because they already know the game was going away. They didn't retire. They didn't retire just to retire. Like people forget. Like the only reason why they fell in love with the game is because it was passionate. It was like it meant something to them. Now you getting like even Andrew Luck on the Rich Eisen podcast said that yeah, the reason why I decided to retire is because that I didn't feel the love no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't feel the connection. You know what I'm saying? Like Andrew Luck was a person that just liked to get hit. You know what I'm saying? Like he just liked to get rocked just one time. You know what I'm saying? You do that to Tom Brady, you getting either kicked out or you getting flagged multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Like Andrew Luck was that type of dude that just loved the physicality of it. But once they took that out the game, it's like what are we playing? We playing flag football now? Same thing with Rob. Rob said that in an interview when when he left, when he retired. He said that, yeah, it's just the love of the game. The love of the game is not there no more, you know? And that's why these people are retiring. That's why these players are retiring, And then some dude from First Take said that if it's not the quarterback, then it's fine. But if it's continuing to be quarterbacks that's retiring, the NFL is going to have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, a wide receiver, running back, a tight end, they are replaceable. You can always replace. You can't replace. You can replace. You can really. You can always up. You can always replace an Odell Beckham Jr., but you can never replace a Stephen Curry. You can always replace a Tom Brady, but you can never replace a LeBron James because they're once in a lifetime generation people. Like you can always find a Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tom Brady is not the fastest person, but he beats you with his mind. He beats you with his arm and he beats you with his mind. Because he studied the game so religiously that he knows every crack and nickel in that defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could pick you apart. You know what I'm saying? So, if one of these young guys turn out to be, Tom Brady or whatever these people, you'll probably get them. You'll probably have them for the next 5 to 10 years, and then after that, or 15 years, and after that, it's on to the next quarterback. I mean that's how it is. Um, but in the NBA, once LeBron James leave or retire, you're gonna have to find the next big thing. In the NFL, the NBA is in good hands. We got up and coming stars, Luca, Dime, Damian Leonard, obviously, Porzingis, uh, Giannis Antetokounmpo, um, Trey Young, R.J. Barrett, John Morant. So the NFL is in good hands. The NFL knows. I mean, the NBA knows how to reproduce. The NFL don't know how to reproduce, and that's why. And that's why sometimes they get into so much heat. It's because as soon as Aaron Rodgers leave that door, there ain't no coming back. You know what I'm saying? So whoever is in charge of scouting or evaluating quarterbacks have to do a good job. Otherwise, they're gonna be in a tanking mode every single year. Like oh my god, how the Redskins are right now, or how the Redskins was like 10 years ago. You know, when they had Jason Campbell, and obviously he didn't work, and he went somewhere else, and then they was just dropping quarterbacks, picking up quarterbacks, dropping quarterbacks, picking up quarterbacks. They thought they found it in RG3, had one good rookie year. The next year, made the playoffs, broke his ankle. He was never the same. Again, just drafting quarterbacks, picking up quarterbacks, drafting quarterbacks, picking up quarterbacks until they drafted, Haskins, who was supposed to go to Giants, but obviously the Giants are biased against, so quote unquote black quarterbacks. Like they'll rather have a black defensive player than have a black offensive player that's quarterback king. So, and this is why the Giants are in a mess right now. They still can't find they still can't find a damn linebacker since LT retired. Lawrence Taylor, shout out to Lawrence Taylor's birthday, Aquarius buddies. But yeah, the Giants. I mean, the last linebacker that was for the Giants was Antonio Pierce. And after that it was Michael Boley for about a short period of time, and then after that it was just like hopefully they draft Chase Young. Hopefully Chase Young can be that Lawrence Taylor for them, but I'll doubt it because the NFL has changed so dramatically. You can't play the way that Lawrence Taylor played. Because Lawrence Taylor just played with bandless or recklessness. Like you can't really picture Chase Young out there wherever he gets lined up. Because wherever he gets lined up, you can't expect him to go all out every single down. Like he might give you 2 fumbles at least, 2 strip sacks at least, but the way that we groomed OC, the way that we groomed Tuck, when Michael Strahan retired, we already had 2 of these players in the mix. So it doesn't really matter if Michael Strahan could have came back another year. No, he retired that year. Fine, we have Justin Tuck and Umenyiora. I can't even say his name right, but I'll just call him OC. We have OC and Tuck. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously later in the draft, like 2 years ago, 2 years later, we drafted JPP. So yeah. So I mean, like I said again, man. I mean, the NFL know what they're doing. The NFL is robbing these players left and right every year, and they have no choice but to accept it because they have power over them. They have leverage. So if you like what you saw, hit that like button, spaz on the notification bell. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Peace.